And we are finally underway then this morning with excellent challenge again on the edge of the area, this time won by Millcroft King, and it's fired on goal. Opportunity for Olusesi, beaten away by the keeper. All came from that hard graft off the ball that we've seen already from Spurs in the opening couple of minutes. Black as well, just trying to evade the attention of McMahon. Morgan into the channel. Be chased. The visitors just go route one with the long ball over the top, but George has room to operate in. There are bodies coming forward as well. He might want to go alone here. George shifts back onto the left boot, always dragging it wide of the target. And you can see the frustrated expressions of the Chelsea attackers there. Always a problem as soon as that angle with the right boot. Bringing the midfield into play, but it's given away by Kieran Morgan. Sending there's space on the far side. There's space down the centre as well for George. Wasn't the best effort in the end from the forward. Chaplin standing his ground just to make sure he could deal with this. Just covering off that angle nicely, Chaplin, and it was a scuff. Logan inside to Leo Black. George pulling and pushing him as he brought it under control. George is going to be the one to come away with it though. Runham, encouraged to shoot, and it finds a way through. May have taken a slight ricochet as well, but Frankie Runham opens the scoring for Chelsea here. We bagged one against West Ham in midweek in the victory. He's got another one here today, around about the similar time frame that he found his goal too. They have had the better of the opportunities going forward so far, the visitors. One touch to set it up, one touch to fire it home via a ricochet off the defender. Good enough to steady himself at least. And Iro's onto that. Needs somewhere to go with it. Just feeds it inside to Ajayi. He can find a pullback as well for Morgan. Best piece of football we've seen from Spurs so far. Kieran Morgan just dragging the strike slightly, but Iro and Ajayi helping to open up the defence, and it was the mid. Oh, and there's a slip there at the back by Logan that opens things up for Russell Denny. And just as you thought that Spurs were getting back into this one, Chelsea go 2 goals up. Reece Alexander, Russell Denny with the goal. And it's one that comes with a huge side of good fortune. That slip in the back line, just allowing the ball to roll easily to the number 10. Logan losing his footing. And he slots it past the keeper into the corner. Morgan. Lovely pass into the space on this near side. What can they do from this position? Leo Black pulls it back. About Murray Campbell. Runham. Played by Chaplin. Adevole. It's collected by the keeper in the end. The ball across from Ollis well because he was putting on really good pressure. Just the 1 minute of additional time needed at the end of the first 45. It's not exactly a first 45 minutes to savour for Spurs, though, here in the Under-18 Premier. We get the second half underway then, with Spurs playing from right to left on your screen for this second period. It's a bright start indeed from Wade, and Chelsea, though, just weaving. Devol loses his footing. Runham lays it off. George. Clean effort on goal. Finds the back of the net. And it is the worst start to this second half for Spurs. Chelsea add a third here. Tyreek George, who's been threatening all day long so far, gets his goal in a very simple fashion indeed. Lovely release by Runham. He's got a direct route to goal. It was difficult for King to commit when he was dealing with Russell Denny just on the edge of the area too, caught in two minds perhaps. Tucked away by the winger. Chempong. Extra man over on the far side as well if they want to use it. Russell Denny gives it to George now. Could be an easy pullback, just lifting it over instead. It's 4-0. The header from the right back surely seals an oncoming victory for Chelsea today. Just outnumbered in that defensive line in the end, Spurs. And Chempong with the final touch to finish off the move. You have to worry that Chelsea could start really running right now. Moved across to George, who decided against the easy pullback and instead went looking for the right back. If he didn't get onto it, Chempong, Wade would have. And either way, it's 4-0. Can pull together to find 4 goals. In the last 35 minutes of this one, they might need 5. That's a very good save. Iro. Hoiked up and away by Murray Campbell. Iro with the ball in towards that near post. Chaplin lays it off on the second opportunity. Black with the effort, headed away. Looked like Murray Campbell getting in the way of things. Neat pull back in from their own penalty area right now, but here's Tyreek George. Gets away from 2, finds possession in space as well. Almost nodded. And again, it's overcooked, similar to the last corner he had. Wade again. Trying to take on a Camrich. He's done well to get around 2. He was being pulled down as he did so. Camrich certainly having a fistful of the shirt of the Chelsea player. And I think there's a bit of afters as well, because Wade didn't like the way he was treated by the Spurs substitute, Camrich. Back again to the substitute. Twisting and turning away from the Chelsea sub, and it's well worked. Ajayi with the effort, and it's turned in eventually. Took 2 attempts. Spurs on the score sheet. Persistence paying off for Damola Ajayi. Never say never in football as well. I can reach with that ball in. Iro just pulling it across. Just wonder if that came off the defender last, in fact, rather than the forward. Ajayi's going to... That makes his man. Ajayi forcing it across goal. Wasn't a bad delivery either. Might fall to the right back here. Adelusi, though, just ran out of room to operate in, and particularly for Spurs, but it just hasn't come to the forefront throughout today. Dangerous ball across goal that's going to be collected here by Wade. Black intercepts the clearance. Iro. Lehane. Black. Finds the pull back, own goal. No. Flags up on the far side of the field. It won't count. Turned into his own net by Somto Boniface. Just wonder if it was Leo Black who just drifted off. Antwi feeds it in. Off the post, Chibueze. Don't think the keeper had it covered. The second effort ricochets off the defender from Boniface, and then Runham can't keep the attack alive. Almost 5 for Chelsea here. Still might be 2. Antwi lifts it over everybody. Wade with the effort. Beaten behind for the corner. Pandemonium inside the 18-yard box. Jay through the middle. Iro suddenly's got a step on his man. Whistle goes anyway, and he dragged it wide of the target. Flag raised. Last hurrah to lump it forward. Won't be the case. Spurs fall short today, and by some way they have been handed a convincing defeat on home.